Hello and welcome to Faithful to the Amazing Race, where we are here to discuss leg 6 of the Amazing Race Canada 2026. And guess what? Spoilers. It is a non-determined elimination leg.
Predetermined elimination.
Predetermined non-elimination leg.
Not non-determined, because that means no one really knows what happened.
Out of the remaining contestants, who are the most non-determined?
Of the remaining, they're all determined. I have to say, there's determination in all of them. The team that didn't have any determination, let's be honest, was Maestro and Dwayne.
So you're dodging the difficult questions, are you?
Because I think they all wanted it. They all wanted it for their own reasons. Mm-hmm. And it was really... Look, I don't want to sound disappointed, but we knew that coming into this episode, there was going to be flesh being shown. Mm. We were all crossing our fingers, the listeners, the watchers out there, us.
I was going to say, ourselves. It's not just us. We did have comments last week saying, next week looks awesome. Sasha and Seb take off their clothes and dive. Order of hotness chart. And this isn't from us, by the way.
This isn't
we're
us.
allowed to say this.
We're not gross.
This is from Philip. Hotness chart.
Philip's not gross.
1, Amin. 2, Italian bros.
Yeah.
3, the Olympian.
Sasha and Seb.
Mm-hmm. And Felipe. So, what we can gather from that. What about Amond?
Why is Amond being left out? Also the women.
Well, no one cares about them.
No, we don't care about the women.
So all the men basically are on the chart.
As it was an all-male chart, but Amon.
Yes.
I think Amon's a pretty
We'll have an updated chart, I'm sure, after this episode. We'll have an updated chart because they were all doing all sorts of things, weren't they?
Well, no, I wasn't upset. I wasn't upset by the flesh I saw.
No.
It was the flesh I didn't see I was upset about.
Okay.
I went into this wanting to see Amin. I'm not going to admit.
Everyone did.
I wanted to see Amin. Mm-hmm. I wanted to see Amin's Amin.
Diving.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't get to see that.
I know, all week you were waiting, weren't we?
I was having dreams. I was drawing sketches in my little sketchbook.
Right.
In my journal, I wrote, "Dear journal, today I was thinking about Amin in his swim costume again." But no, I wasn't given that luxury. I mean...
No. You got enough. I mean, how much... you could be a bit greedy. I mean, how much do you need?
I'm very greedy.
A bit greedy.
I'm like the boy, in Matilda, the boy who eats the chocolate cake and then licks it clean and holds it up. Amin was my chocolate cake.
I was going to say, there's a joke there about cake, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben.
I'm disappointed, and I'm Alex. And if you want to get in touch with us...
I'm content, and I'm Ben.
Just like, who was it who sent us their chart? I like that chart.
Philip.
Thank you, Philip, for your chart. It wasn't Felipe, was it? Number 1, Felipe.
Felipe surprised me in his trunks.
Didn't he just?
Raise an eyebrow or 2.
He raised more than an
3.
eyebrow. You can get in touch with us by going to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. On there, you can find all the ways to get in touch with us on Instagram and TikTok, and also watch and listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, any of your podcast apps. You can comment underneath the videos on YouTube and Spotify. You can like, subscribe, tell us about your friends, ring the bell, do all the good stuff on there. You can also, if you like the podcast and want to help us monetarily, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, where you can give us a £5 one-off or monthly donation, just like...
Oh, yes.
We got a few coins from KG Fresh _
Was that DJ Fresh, right? From Fresh. Eliminated from last week. Good old Kesh and Nova.
Yeah, we loved Kesh and Nova very much. They have written, "Thank you for your commentary about us on The Amazing Race." Lol.
You're welcome.
We didn't... Lol.
Canadians, Nicole and Paris.
We also didn't tell all the teams about our speed bump. So my criticism to them last week was that they told all the teams about the speed bump, which meant that they were almost putting a target on their own back.
Yeah, they use it against them.
But they said they didn't say that. You just saw 2. Just the 2 you saw, even, is what they've said. I'm really butchering this. They were what we thought our closest friends. Oh, they've not let it go.
Ooh.
They've not let it go.
Okay.
To one of the 2 closest friends, please get in touch with us. Let us know. Were you that close with Kesha? But
how one-sided was it?
Lesson learned, says Kesha. Lesson learned.
Bridge burnt.
Bridges have been
and it's
burnt.
Not being rebuilt.
I also never said I wanted to give up. Again, we were a bit unfair by saying that the lock that they had to do the canoe challenge in was about 2 inches more shallow until Kesha turned up. Her tears filled the lock. was the words I used. But no, thank you for taking it in the spirit it intended, Kesha and Nova. It's as we say, this podcast and all our podcasts when we review like reality TV shows is done with such a tongue almost cemented into the side of our cheek that everything we say we mean with goodwill, with love, and hope that you enjoy it too, and you did. And so thank you for our
now you've been eliminated, you can enjoy the rest of the series just like us and take the piss out of all of them, just like we do.
You know, they weren't your close friends, Kesha, so take the piss out of them. None of them are our friends, so we can say what we like about them.
Yeah, lesson learned, apart from Amin.
Amin's my BFF.
Of course. Right, so we'll crack open your boost bottle.
Yes.
And let's get down to business because we've got to discuss this episode. They're racing still in Canada. They're not left
they're going to leave Canada yet. No, I feel like they're
been 10 years.
But they deserve to stay in Canada because it's such a beautiful country.
I mean, going around Canada during this series, I have come to the realization that what do they not have in Canada? Because they turn up at all these places and it's like the restaurant, and then there's the paddleboard, and then there's Olympic swimming pool, and then there's a yacht. It's like there's a it's like
table tennis association. The CCPCTKKLOPPNXOID.
Is there anything they're going to leave for the rest of the world, or just Canada have everything?
Canada are hogging too much, aren't they? They're too content. They're too happy up there in the Great White North. They need to sort themselves out.
So what was the first? It was the.
It was a detour.
Detour. I always forget Detour. It always slips my brain.
It's a bit of a weird name because it's not. Is it a detour or is it?
It should be a split junction or something.
Yeah, a junction would be a better name, or a roundabout. A roundabout would be good where they have 3 different challenges.
If they ever did the Amazing Race UK, I'm sure there'll be a roundabout there. No one else understands them.
Roundabout.
Do the challenge twice.
On this roundabout, they have to choose 2 of 3 challenges. Each one have their pros and cons,
and always indicate. So yeah, they had 2 very random.
BMW
normally,
drivers.
with the choice, there's like a vague link, but like I couldn't really work out the link here. It was either synchronized diving,
or some. Do you not hear what there's a sink or swim?
Yeah, it's the English language.
Yeah, Clara.
Poor Clara.
Dizzle.
What does drizzle mean?
Dizzle?
I know. Felipe and Clara went up into my books this episode. I was like, I actually love you
after
now.
cheating last week.
Yeah, after the Beaver Gate.
Again, thank you for getting in touch with us about that. I appreciate it and completely understand.
Felipe said it was in with the rules.
Fair. If it was in, I did say again last week. I said in the podcast, if that was the rule, then I stand corrected. It just felt a bit at the time.
It did,
but no, I was on board with that.
But no, I love. This was a good episode for all the contestants. Actually, they all went up in my love chart, my hot chart.
What about Tina and Liz's mistake log? Did anyone go into your mistake log?
They are such data analysis players, aren't they?
They are literally the human form of AI. Tina and Liz is what AI would make if they made themselves into human form. It's I'm just looking at my mistake log. I love Tina and Liz.
I know. They're fantastic. Every single challenge, no matter what the challenge is, talking about how diverse and random Canada is where it has everything. Tina and Liz, they just turn up somewhere, read the challenge, and it's like, oh, it's order something in another language? We can do that. Oh, it's synchronized. We can do that. Oh, it's canoeing. We can do that.
Acting in a Hallmark movie. I love Hallmark movies.
Being an Oscar-winning actress. I can do. It's like, what can't you do? We haven't found anything yet, but they can't do.
Create world peace. I could do that. Go to the UN and disarm different countries from nuclear weaponry.
End world war and hunger. I've done it. It is quite amazing. Those two.
I'll just add it to my mistake log.
They can just do anything. Nothing phases them. They smile through it. And do it. There was one moment where we were questioning production when on the train they took someone's mobile phone into their own hands and typed. Now I thought, maybe I'm wrong, that the rules state that you can't physically do it, but you can ask someone else to do it for you.
Are you suggesting Tina and Liz have cheated on this leg of the Amazing Race Canada?
Not cheated, but I'm just suspicious. Because I thought that was a written rule of the Amazing Race worldwide that you can ask for help, but you can't do the help yourself.
And you're not allowed to. They can show you a map, but you're not allowed to use maps to get to the destination.
And they can type in destinations, but you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
But
you're not allowed to use sat nav to get to a destination, but you can use a map from a sat nav to get to that destination. Yeah, I must admit, when I was supping on my Boost,
7 grams of protein
drink, 7 grams, vanilla flavor.
Or strawberry
or
is
strawberry.
available as well.
Tina did say, "Ooh, strawberry." She got paid.
No, that was the Cha-Cha sisters.
Was it the Cha-Cha sisters?
Got that extra paycheck.
Ooh, strawberry.
Extra ad revenue.
I did think, hang on, I don't think that's allowed, Tina and Liz. So, but who am I to judge? I judged last week and I was wrong to judge.
And there was also a moment where there were Amin and Saria and Tina and Liz were waiting for taxis. They both ordered taxis. One turned up and they said, "Oh, I don't have a name."
The taxi driver said that.
It's a great advert for the taxi company in Canada, this series. They drive off and leave you for lunch.
You wouldn't get that with Uber.
No. So there's no name, and Tina and Liz sacrificed and said, "No, you take it," because Saria was like, "I'm old."
I mean, Saria did play the elderly card a little bit. She's like, "I am a bit slower than you, and I am a bit."
Runs off to the Olympic pool and does some lengths.
She's an entertainer, Saria.
She is. She entertains me.
She can act. Mm-hmm. She was going on dates. Amin was
multiple dates.
Amin was like, "Get your hands off my mother." Mm-hmm. The actor was like, "Whoa."
And you missed out on Amin doing his naked, not naked, his trunk swim.
It should have been naked.
His naked diving.
That was a task in The Amazing Race Australia.
It was. Go skinny dipping.
Yes. Again, if
Bo was right there to demonstrate.
Bo had his binoculars out.
And then we thought, well, maybe we'll get to see Amin doing his HD Hollywood acting. He didn't even do that either.
I know.
Doesn't do anything.
He's got his Hollywood smile.
Yeah.
His £1 million teeth.
Mm-hmm.
His beautiful skin.
Yeah. Perfect hair. Perfect body.
Maybe that's why he didn't want to do the swim one, because as soon as he takes the t-shirt off, everything's like it's like you know what I mean? Like the rest of his body is not quite so.
No, it is.
No,
we can tell.
All of Olay.
We can all tell. So we didn't even get to see him doing the acting, but surprise, surprise, Saria was like, "Oh, I'm an actress," and I really thought when they were playing like really encouraging music, and it was like take one, and she was doing really well. I was like, "Oh, she's going to be a one-take wonder, Meryl Streep." But no, she messed up, and then she was there for quite a while. But
she fluffed,
but
not quite in the same way as Zoe. Why don't we walk down Peppermint Lane? That's what you call it. God. Clara learned your language. Clara broke my heart with English isn't her first language. Felipe
only
said,
2 years ago as well.
2 years she's just learned English language. Her grasp on it is outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Much
better than us.
Yeah, on Portuguese or Brazilian. I'm sorry,
I don't
Clara.
like to assume like you do all the time.
Anyway, language that's not English. Yeah. My assumptions is not meant to be harmful.
You need some media training.
I do.
I feel. Media training is all make sure you think before you talk. That's the number one rule.
What's that got to do with this?
Just letting you know, bit of advice.
Well, if I thought before I talked, this podcast would be a very silent affair from this end of the room. Let's
Good.
Just say that.
And the ratings go up. Anyway, you're going too ahead on the acting one. They did the diving
we haven't started yet.
I know. We're just going around the world. We've also got the one where you had to order, which I thought, if I was doing this show, that was really difficult. The way that they were ordering, and it's like the language. For me, I was hearing it repeatedly. I wouldn't have been able to. So many words and sentences for an order, but the Cha-Cha sisters did really well. They did it in one go.
They did word association, which was the right way of doing it, and 100%.
Went to learn the menu.
Which is why I was so upset for the Cha-Cha. The Cha-Cha sisters were having such a great leg.
I know.
And then they had that little fumble at the face-off. But a few, I forget, I think it was Eamon and Beck said on the train journey up, because the first three teams, first, second and third, were all helping each other out. They were booking taxis for each other.
That was Felipe and Clara, Eamon and Beck, and Sasha and Sebastian.
They were ordering taxis for each other. They all said, we're all doing the same detour, so let's just make sure we get there all at the same time.
Happy families.
Helping each other out. Brilliant. It was nice to see, actually. And Eamon kind of brought up, the dim sum one looks like it's the easier one. It sounds like on paper it's the easier one. So that's probably going to be the most difficult one. So let's go and do the diving one. I mean, on paper to me, the diving one sounded simple. Just make sure you jump into the water at the same time.
And there was a trick for this, which Felipe and Clara kind of did in the end, where because on the teams, one of them did a really good dive.
You're going to be horrible about Clara again, aren't you? Yes,
I'm not. I'm saying they found another loophole. Well, a beaver loophole, some might say.
A beaver loophole. You said to me, just follow the crap one.
That's where I was getting to. Both of you are diving, meant to be in sync. One's doing a really good dive. One is, just in a ball of mess. Splash, splash, splash. What you need to do is rein back the good one and both do rubbish ones. Yeah. And then they're like, yep, pass. Because it's not like you have to do a 10 out of 10 Olympic dive. You have to do a synchronized dive.
Yes.
So that's what they did in the end.
At the exact same time.
They were struggling. Both do rubbish ones and then you get a pass. But it wasn't very fair because they had a Olympian.
Yeah, but they're not Olympian
place.
divers, are they? They're bobsleigh. Or one, not even both.
He contradicted
one.
himself in the same sentence. He said, well, I'm Olympian skeleton diver, so it's going to help. But
It's not a diver. Skeleton
bobsleigh
you don't
doing
dive
diving.
down there.
Yeah, but he said it's going to really help. And then like 2 seconds later, he was like, but there's no correlation between the two.
There is none.
No.
Just because it's like, I don't know. It's like saying, because I'm an Olympic swimmer, it means that those skills are going to relate to
ballet.
Being an Olympic. Yeah, exactly. Not that ballet is an Olympic sport.
When they did it
Street
good.
dancer, like that one from Australia.
I know. That woman single-handedly ended street dancing for the Olympics. They had one year, one chance. She does that one dance, and then it's taken off the records and strict.
Are they not doing it anymore?
I don't think so. No, I think.
What?
Well,
I would have
she
thought,
ruined it, didn't she?
No, she didn't ruin it for
Another
me.
thing Australia ruined.
Yeah, live in Australia, ruin everything they do.
So yeah, they were doing great dives. It was Eamon and Beck were lovely doing their dives. Felipe and Clara were struggling. Look, although Felipe, I think he looked the best in his trunks out of everyone.
Yeah,
and that surprised everyone. So good for him.
But
Not jealous at all.
I feel like nothing in production had anyone saying like, "Oh, Felipe is like surprisingly good looking."
Sleeper build. The Italian brothers were worried about their hair because they've just had a haircut. There's obviously been a break in filming.
Yes.
Both had their haircuts in between their flights, and then they had to go into the chlorine water. So
damaged their hair. I half expected there to be a black ink, and you discover that they actually dye it. Of course, I would never accuse them of such a thing. However, bless them. They and that was unfortunate as well, because then later on in the roadblock, one of them had to perform. And it was in front of a Hollywood camera.
I know. Hair, makeup, please.
You just knew he was like thinking this was my chance, and they've been ruined because of my hair.
Get the GHDs out, get the rollers out.
So yes, it was a throwback to episode 1 when the first thing they said was, "I hope my hair doesn't get damaged from this hat," and they continued that trend.
Well, it's week 6, so it's about time for a haircut. 6 weeks.
Yeah,
so makes sense. We had a first ever face-off.
Well, first ever for us. We've never seen an episode of this series with a face-off, so it was exciting.
That is when they have to go against each other. And this is where the Jar Jar sisters were like, they went straight up to first place. They were ahead. They were the first ones there. They got to practice their ping pong. What was it, ping pong?
Ping pong, table tennis.
Table tennis. They get to practice for a bit before anyone else turns up. Yep. Amin turns up and says, well, I used to play this my whole childhood in my house. The whole family were doing it. So they went up against them, and you had to get 11 points, and if you got 11 points, you get to go on. And the Jar Jar sisters were there first,
and take a bottle of Boost with them.
Of course, very important. That Boost makes you feel great for the rest of the leg.
It really does.
7 grams of protein, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
Ooh.
I want one. They don't have Boost here in the UK, do they?
We do have Boosts.
Do we?
They're chocolate bar.
That's not the same.
It's made by Cadbury.
Yeah,
they're yummy. They got biscuit and caramel and peanut.
I mean, the Jar Jar sisters, they had to face off against every single pair. They were there for the maximum amount of time you could possibly be there, and then they got a time penalty
10
as
minutes.
well.
They even had a prop for the time penalty as well, so they had to sit there watching the time penalty go by.
That was really like, I did feel for them.
I felt
because it was so unfair because they were doing so well.
They got beat by 5 teams, but if you notice, 6 teams actually. But if you notice, in every single occasion, they got better. They got better and better and better till the end when it was Felipe and Cara, and they got up to about 8 points.
They did.
So they almost did it.
Well,
but my heart broke for the Jar Jar sisters because it was, and also the fact that like they were exhausted at the end of it as well.
I really need that boost.
Oh, where's that boost?
I was thinking because someone posted, I think it's the Reality TV Instagram account, posted the stats of the series, and we said last week the people that have left. Actually, it's fair who's gone, and the stats indicate that yes, the people that have gone were always the lowest placing
the
ones,
bottom.
And the next in line for the chop is the Jar Jar sisters. Statistically, yeah, that works.
Next in line. I mean, they had such a good leg though. Really
they still didn't
leg.
come last either. They kept going.
They're bubbling in the middle, and we'll talk about the results of tonight's episode in a bit, but actually, if you notice, there's been, apart from, of course, the inflammable, the indestructible,
unflappable,
the unflappable, the AI sisters known as
The
Tina and
11 out
Liz.
of 10s.
They are at the top still, and they've never really gone. I think their worst position was 4th. They've never gone below 4th position. But if you look, it's been a right flip round with the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd to who was normally at the bottom. And look, I'm championing Amin and Syria. I want them to win.
Right? Well, you're saying it, are you?
I'm saying it right now. I want them to win.
Tina and Liz may as well be dead.
They died. They died the day they said they had a mistake log.
If only they were attractive men, they could rule the world.
Come on,
because
Tina
they're
and
women. Dead.
Think things through. Amin and Syria, I absolutely, I love them, and I love a mother and son. And
Well, also another stat. This is the furthest mother and son duo have gone in the Amazing Race Canada.
Really?
So that's what Syria said. Syria probably said, Liz, Tina, can I just have a look at that? Look at your chart. Yep, we're the best mother and son.
Second
team.
place. They've yet had a win, and I hope
The only win that counts
in my heart of hearts that when Amin and Syria do have a win and they get that,
his clothes fall off.
like a jet engine goes by, and whoosh, its clothes whip off.
And what do you hope?
I hope that Experian will give them a prize
Of
to
$10,000.
$10,000 and to merry old Scotland.
They've already done Scotland.
Oh,
Eamon and Beck
Scotland's
won
more
it.
than just Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Scarborough.
Do you not want to go to Canada and go to their factory where they make chips?
I would love to go to where they make
Cedar. Is it Cedar Valley?
chips. Cedar Valley, yeah.
Little
Not sponsored.
little bit there in the episode when they started talking about Cedar Valley. I was wondering that they were going to be eliminated because you only talk about their background when they're eliminated.
That is
but
true. I was a bit worried
they're
at that
safe.
point
They're
when they were
safe.
talking about their.
So they got through ping pong in the end. The Cha-Cha Sisters was way behind, but luckily this isn't a group of actors, apart from Tina and Liz, who did it, done it, sorted it, and went.
Wasn't it like their first take as well?
Not the first, but like they were the first ones to
They're pretty quick.
to pass. Of course. So they had to do a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yes. Yes. Perform a Hallmark romantic style Christmas scene.
What are the Italian brothers' actual name? Because we learnt their names from their YouTube career.
The Bello Bros.
The Bello Bros.
Bello
Should we
Bros.
start calling them that instead of the Mario Bros?
I think we should, because it's only
If
fair.
I remember, I will.
And also,
So-
we're not stereotyping. But maybe you need media training.
Maybe.
Eh.
I was only repeating what they said.
They never said Mario Brothers.
Yeah, but they used to say Mamma Mia, and we said earlier that that's very stereotypical, but they actually say it. Anyway.
They literally said it once.
Twice.
Okay.
And
The
I
Bello
said
Brothers,
it 300
apparently
times.
they're sketch artists on TikTok.
Exactly. So they used the camera. He had no problem acting. He was like, yep, I'm beautiful, gorgeous, Hollywood.
Yeah. Makeup, no thank
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Maybe hair.
I've got chlorine in my skin and hair. I still look great.
I still glow.
So he was having a lovely time doing his flirting. But it was a difficult challenge. They had to learn a script. They had to learn I think it was the coffee order was the hardest bit. The maple extra drizzle half cup latte.
Half calf.
Calf.
Cut, start again. It was a half calf.
Yeah.
Extra maple syrupy, peppermint. That sounds disgusting, I add. It sounds absolutely disgraceful. Like, that's not a coffee order.
It's a Canadian
just
coffee
sugar.
order. Maple. That's what Tim Hortons do all the time, don't they?
Maple syrup. But
Should we
they do...
reenact the scene outside our Tim Hortons? Don't we?
If you want burnt coffee, go to Timmy O's. No, I'm sorry. Oh God, I've just upset every Canadian by that comment. I'm sorry.
I hope there's
training.
a Tim Horton episode coming up.
Sponsored by Tim Hortons.
We can really relate to that.
Timbits are okay.
Yes.
You like a Timbit?
Well, I only get them on the Too Good To Go at the end of the day, and they are very dry. Just a whole bucket of them.
But other than that, Tim Hortons is great.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Their breakfast is great when you get the coffee and food for like £1.
No, you buy the coffee full price, but then you get the breakfast sandwich and a hash brown. It used to be £1, which was an excellent deal. But they've only increased it by 9p. So it's £1. I don't know where that 9p has come. Maybe it's for the cost of
The hash brown.
the microchips they have to put in them. But yeah, £1.09. What a bargain. What
We
a
love a
bargain.
Tim Horton.
So Tim Hortons.
So yeah, acting challenge. All of them were kind of struggling doing it, but they got through it quite quickly. Sebastian as well was having a lovely time. it was Clara who was doing it for one of them, and Eamon and Beck. Beck saw the title; it was like latte something. She was like, "Oh, it's latte art. You're great at that. You do it."
I know. I did roll my eyes at that because that's so blooming YouTube travel blog.
I know.
Isk
In their
to
caravan, they probably
Yeah.
have a really heavy
Yeah.
marble laced coffee machine that they create every day,
Or they just pretend
using
there's
up all the solar energy of their camper.
It's like a data center in their caravan. Literally, the amount of water and energy they use for that caravan to run, it's literally the equivalent of a small town's energy worth for the week.
So they were struggling the most because Eamon didn't realise it was an acting. So he struggles with remembering things. He has dyslexia, and at school he was always sort of put down by teachers and told, like, "You'll never be able to do it.
Yes.
You won't be able to do it. You can't do it." And Clara had only just learnt the language recently.
You know.
And it's like,
Poor Clara.
They should have said, she should have been like, "Well, I'm just going to translate this to my language and do it that way."
Yeah,
So screw you, because it was difficult.
Yeah, fair, but then what about
But
the
she didn't
actor
need
who
to,
has
'cause
to do it with her? That would have been.
Don't care. He can do it in English. That could be a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Lost love between language.
Yeah, but the isn't the thing about acting is about yes and, isn't it? It's responding to what the other person's done, not just learning your lines. This is my line. This is my line. This is my line. No, otherwise you're not an actor. You got to respond to the other person's.
I'll tell
acting.
Sebastian
Be
that.
a thespian.
Because Sebastian's last line when he was like, "I guess I can find love after all," and it's like, "Can you?"
Then looked at the camera.
I didn't believe that sentence actually, Sebastian. I think you enunciated the wrong words in that last sentence, and I don't think you did fall in love or wanted love at the end of that. And
Maybe
Clara, by take 75, she was like, "We've got the same coffee order," and she was holding her cup sideways. It's like,
It was upside down.
there
was no coffee
There's
in that
nothing
cup.
Prop work, please.
That really annoyed
Yeah.
me. There was no coffee in that cup.
But luckily, it wasn't the acting skills that was tested. It was just the words.
This is my point. So I think that some of them were trying too hard to act, which was then distracting them to remember their lines. It wasn't about how well you acted. It was about word perfectly as well, because didn't Clara say in instead of on or something like that? Just basically learn your line. So you could...
Unless you're the Bello Bros, because he was acting and delivering his lines.
But then this is second nature to them. This is their bread and butter. The
I
Bello
think
Bros
the actress
knew-
fell
and
in
Syria.
love with him.
And I think the actor fell in love with Syria.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful
Amin was
moment.
worried.
Like
I've
I
got a
said-
new dad.
Yes, Daddy.
So they were having a
He
lovely
only loves
time.
her for the money.
But everyone else is like, you don't need to act, just say the lines,
Yeah.
get the words correct.
Say the
But,
lines. So you were
yeah.
saying that about Seb, just basically saying his last few lines as if he didn't give a crap, but it didn't matter. All it mattered was basically getting the lines right.
Exactly.
And he did.
And Clara did it, and like good for her actually, because it was like you could tell both Eamon and Clara were getting frustrated, obviously having to reset and redo it every time, and then Eamon was kind of getting in his head where he
Yes,
sort
he
of
was, wasn't he,
like,
bless him?
I can't do this, and then he was like progressively getting worse as it went on. But good for Clara for carrying on doing it, and you know, it's not her first language. She's only just learned English. There were words there, but she didn't even know the meaning of them. So when you don't know the meaning of the word, it's hard to then act it in a sentence.
Dizzle.
What's this drizzle?
What's this dizzle?
Not used to this rubbish. Give me my coffee black.
I liked Beck's encouragement, which was, I'm not upset with you, but but that you've done well.
I wouldn't mind if we lost the leg, but well done.
You did okay. Yeah. I think Beck should have led with the you did okay first and then said, you know, and actually I think
I always
Eamon,
believed in you.
you know, I think Eamon would have been more, would have admired it more if then Beck would have been honest and just said, I was worried that our position in the show is going to be
last week
gone.
Yeah, last week I thought Eamon would be really good at this because he's a YouTuber. I thought there'd be loads of times where he's had to learn ad reads or sponsorships and things. You have to learn lines.
But
Get
Eamon
them
said
right.
himself, Eamon said, like, this isn't YouTube. This is this is a different kettle of fish.
Well, how come Mikhail was so great at it then?
Because
What's
they
his
use
excuse?
TikTok.
Oh, because they write
They're
sketches.
sketches, yeah, in front of a green screen.
Don't they ad lib? No.
Oh, well, I don't know. I've never worked in the crafted studio that is the Bello Bros Inc.
True.
I mean, if I was invited to go to one of their recordings, then we can learn the ins and outs.
Yeah.
It'd be like a documentary.
They could sign us up. We're open. Talent Brothers.
Oh, we can't help them.
But they can help us. They can help us.
They can help us, yeah. They're probably far funnier. In fact, I have no doubt that they're probably far funnier than we are. And also much more professional.
Mm-hmm. And better hair.
Hence
and
why
beautiful.
Better. I take offence to the word better, the sentence better hair.
Okay. Different hair.
I'm literally one step away from stepping from underneath a waterfall with Timotei washed out my hair. Thank you.
Would you better do the lines?
Which is what I need help with. So I would ask the Bello Brothers to come to my house.
You need some acting lessons from them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And also media savviness.
If not, Saria's on the other line with her entertainment background.
I want to know what entertainment she does. I can imagine her as a bit of a clown. Do you not?
A mime artist, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be in Paris.
Yeah.
Outside a fountain,
She
doing
just
proper entertainment work. None of this sketch comedy.
All this skill. If only she didn't have her child. I mean, ruined her.
Take them off her hands.
I'll take Amin off her hands.
If we have to.
Yeah, if we must.
So Tina and Liz came first, of course. The only people who, when they say I'm going to give 110%, they physically do and can.
Yes.
The only humans in existence who can do that.
Humans.
Or AI cyborgs.
Yes.
Not sure.
Second
Amina
win.
and Saria.
You should quickly bring up.
Yes,
Second
2
win.
wins.
So that means 3 teams have 2 wins now.
Mhm.
Sash and Seb, Tina and Liz, and Eamon and Beck,
Yep.
all with 2 wins each.
First, 4th and 6th this leg. So it's all gone tits up.
Arguably, the 3 to watch.
Yes. But of course, the only win that matters is the last one.
Well,
If
yes.
you want to win.
However, they
You get
don't have
10K.
give nice prizes.
I know.
The Canadian.
I was thinking, like, I wouldn't even want to win. If I
No.
just get a first every now and then, that'll be enough for me on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice holiday and a bit of spending money. Lovely.
Because people say the Amazing Race Canada has a low budget. It's like, well, I know where the budget goes. The prize pot every time.
Well, clearly,
It's more than Drag Race.
Experian are giving them money for prizes, but they're not giving them money for locations. That's where Boost comes in with their strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla
And
flavours.
Moana.
Oh God, yes, I forgot about that. Disney's Moana.
Mhm. So second place was the lovely Amin and Saria.
Whoosh.
Well done for them. They went up loads. The Bello brothers.
Hello, bros.
They were quite quiet. We didn't really see a lot of them apart from their acting, but like they were just getting on with it.
I have to
getting on
say-
with the job.
They're doing better.
Mm.
They're growing on me. They're
Yeah.
doing really well. Really well.
Yes.
That's not a
Sasha
joke.
and
I'm
Sebastian.
being serious.
The 4th, and then the Cha Cha sisters, and then Eamon and Beck towards the end, when then Felipe and Clara were last.
But
Mm.
they were given. They had the normal like, why do you feel?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Sorry, what happened? But then given instantly another clue. So technically,
Yes.
that pit stop was a virtual pit
It
stop.
was. They're continuing the race.
Yes.
Although the presenter didn't really tell us.
No.
So I don't know. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Who knows? But we're assuming it was a virtual pit stop. It was also non-elimination. So they're safe. So if no one's gone, everyone's still going. And they continue the fight next week. Where they have to wrangle fish.
Wrangle fish.
Slippery fish. Amin does do something.
Yeah, but does he take his top off? That's the question everyone's asking. And
No.
if the answer is no, then
He's in big water pants.
I mean, I want him to be
they're
in
all trying to
less, not
wrangle-
more.
They're trying to wrangle live fish for some reason. And I don't know what else they showed. There was all sorts of weird things going
It did
on.
show something else, and it's just completely slipped my mind. But I mean, that's for another show.
It is,
That's for
next week.
tomorrow. Tomorrow, next week. That's for that's for next week.
So you've announced who you want to win.
Amin and
was
Syria.
Amin and Syria. You want them to go all the way.
My heart, Amina Syria. My head,
Mm.
Tina and Liz. But
Is it
maybe
too,
Sash and
yeah.
Seb.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Tina and Liz have been so 10 out of 10 perfect that they're going to have to run out of energy or find something they're not good at eventually.
Because they've had their dip. Hence the mistake log.
I know. See, their dips are so little that it's easy to
Oh,
forget.
I don't know. It was a big dip.
Yeah, well, they
Last
still-
week it was
they
a
still-
big dip.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd love them to win, but I also do wonder if Sash and Sebastian are gonna go all the way.
I'd be interested to know if C
Wild
sorry.
cards, Cha Cha sisters.
No, I don't.
They're
I
always
love
the
them.
wild cards
Yeah.
in my heart.
My wild card is Mikkel and the Bello Bros.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
my wild card.
They're all good teams. We've gotten rid of the the riffraff.
Sorry, Kesha. Sorry.
Kesha and Nova, we love you.
Me too.
And the mother and daughter. Who were they called?
Yeah,
The Dana
and Cordelia.
Yeah. Got rid of the riffraff now. We're down to the proper players, and you don't know what's going to happen. It's all just going to mix up every episode, I think. So
Oh yeah, no. What I'm going to keep an eye on from this point onwards is who stays in like the top 4, because I think they're the ones. Obviously, you need to keep an eye on, and because they're always in the top 4, it means they've not technically had a very bad round. Cha Cha sisters, for argument's sake, and Felipe and Clara, and arguably Eamon and Beck had a bad round, hence why they all knocked down one. But Tina and Liz, as I said, have never gone below fourth. I don't think Sasha and Seb have ever gone below fourth.
No. But also, sticking up for the Cha Cha sisters, they did have that really bad ping pong where they were last and they still came fifth out of 7. So,
but that's because
don't count them out.
The Cha Cha sisters can act.
Yeah, they can. They Cha Cha all the way.
They do.
It's the boost.
They
had that bucket of boost. They had all the leftovers.
Yeah.
All that protein. Got to go somewhere.
All that protein.
And it went into a Hallmark
Went
movie.
to a memory, yes. Went to a memory challenge. So thank goodness for Boost. That's all I have to say. Available in vanilla, strawberry and chocolate flavour.
That's right.
Ooh, strawberry.
So if you are enjoying the Amazing Race Canada like we are, let us know who your favourites are. Start to talk about who you maybe want to win now. And you can discuss it all in the comments and things below.
Just go to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there's got all the links of how you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, or any of your podcast apps, Instagram and TikTok. And as I say, you can comment underneath the videos on YouTube and Spotify. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us for all of this content and any further content. We're doing the Traitors Australia right now, and we'll be doing other series as we go along. And it's beginning to get busy because the crazy Christmas season's on its way.
The Amazing Race America is starting up. They just announced the cast for that.
They did.
Series 39.
We like to jump on things late.
Yeah.
We're always the last to join the party, but always the ones that stays the longest.
Well, we're just waiting for the Amazing Race UK. So
I mean,
we're going to keep pushing it.
As I mentioned, if you need a host, if the reason why there's no Amazing Race UK is because there's lack of hosts,
Joanna Lumley would be good.
No, she wouldn't.
Do you wish she's a travel woman?
No, Joanna Lumley wouldn't. Because Joanna Lumley, no.
I don't care. She would be good.
She'd be good
Jennifer
as a contestant.
Saunders.
Joanna Lumley and Jennifer Saunders would be good for the celebrity version of it.
Okay. Well, this is for another discussion.
Yes, another day.
So, there you go. That's us
Who
for
would
this
you like
week.
to see on a UK celebrity version? All those Canadian listeners
who do you think
now.
will present it? That's my question.
Alex and Ben is the answer.
Joel Dommett. Give him another go. Until next week,
Probably
everyone.
be Ed Gamble.
Oh, no.
He'll
He'll do the vlogcast. Until next week, everyone, we will see you then and keep racing. Goodbye.